Imagine you are floating in open space. No ship. No tether. Just you, your suit, and the silence of the universe pressing in from every direction. And in the distance, there is something beautiful, a swirling disk of gold and violet light, rippling like a slow-motion storm, wrapping itself around a perfect circle of absolute darkness. You cannot look away. It is the most stunning thing any human eye has ever witnessed. Like God left a bruise on the fabric of reality. And then your instruments beep. You are moving toward it, and you haven't fired a single thruster. From this distance, a black hole looks almost peaceful. The accretion disk, that glowing ring of superheated gas and torn stellar debris, moves in slow, hypnotic spirals. The colors are impossible, electric blue bleeding into amber, into deep blood red at the edges, into nothing. Pure nothing. Scientists call that dark center the event horizon. A threshold. A line in space. It looks like art. It looks like a portal to something sacred. But something is wrong. The light behind it is bending. Stars that should be on the other side of the universe are wrapping around it, distorted, stretched into thin arcs, smeared across the sky like fingerprints on glass. That's not a cosmic accident. That is gravity so extreme, so incomprehensibly violent, that it is bending spacetime itself, the very fabric that holds you, your atoms, your existence, together. And you are falling into it. Here is something that most people don't understand about black holes: you will not feel yourself fall. Not at first. The event horizon has no wall. No alarm. No warning sign hanging in empty space. You will cross it and feel nothing. One moment you are outside it. The next, you are inside it. The universe you knew, every star, every galaxy, every photon of light ever emitted, is now entirely behind you. And none of it can reach you anymore. You have crossed the most absolute boundary in the known universe, and it felt like nothing at all. But here's the problem. From this moment forward, the direction of down, the direction your body instinctively understands as the pull of gravity, is no longer pointing toward a place. It is pointing toward a moment in time. The singularity at the center of this black hole is not a location you are moving toward. It is a moment you are moving toward. An inevitability. Like how you cannot stop time from carrying you into tomorrow, you cannot stop this place from carrying you into the center. Physics has rewritten the rules, and you didn't get a vote. Now you begin to feel it. Not pressure. Not heat. Something worse, a difference. The gravity pulling on your feet is stronger than the gravity pulling on your head. Not by a little. By a catastrophic margin. Every cell in your body is experiencing a different gravitational force, and those forces are pulling in opposite directions. Your body begins to stretch. Slowly at first, imperceptibly. But then faster. Then violently. Scientists call this spaghettification. That word sounds almost funny until you understand what it means. Your body is being stretched into a strand of human matter, atom by atom, like cosmic taffy being pulled by hands you cannot see and cannot fight. The force is not something you endure. It is something that happens to you, completely outside your control. And this would happen to anything: a spaceship, a planet, a star. Mass does not matter here. Physics does not negotiate. But it gets worse. While you are being torn apart, while the last seconds of your physical form are playing out in brutal slow motion, someone watching you from the outside sees something entirely different. They see you freeze. Einstein proved this. Time near a black hole doesn't just slow down, it nearly stops. To an observer watching from a safe distance, you will appear to hang at the edge of the event horizon forever. Your image, your last moment, preserved in light for billions of years. They will watch your form grow dimmer, redder, quieter, the light from your body losing energy as it tries to escape gravity it cannot beat, until eventually, you simply fade from view. You don't disappear. You just stop. To them, you are an image etched into the universe. A ghost made of light. To you, however, time is moving at full speed. And the singularity is getting closer. This is where things change. No probe has ever reached it. No instrument has ever measured it. No mathematical model in human history can tell you what happens there with any certainty, because at the singularity, the laws of physics break down. The equations produce infinities. Not big numbers. Infinities. Which in the language of mathematics means, we don't know. We genuinely do not know. This is a place where our understanding of reality simply ends. Think about what that means for a moment. Humanity has sent spacecraft to the edge of the solar system. We've mapped the surface of Mars. We've detected the ripple of two black holes colliding over 1 billion light-years away. We've peered at the first light ever emitted after the Big Bang. But this, we cannot see. We cannot model. We cannot explain. The singularity is not just the end of you. It may be the end of physics as a concept. And that's not even the worst part. Here's what keeps the greatest minds on Earth awake at night. When you fall into a black hole, everything that makes you you, your memories, your DNA, the pattern of every neuron that has ever fired in your brain, according to one interpretation of quantum mechanics, that information cannot be destroyed. The universe has a rule: information must be preserved. Always. Everywhere. But black holes, according to Stephen Hawking, eventually evaporate. They slowly bleed energy, what we call Hawking radiation, until, over trillions of years, they disappear entirely. So where does you go? Where does the information of your existence go when the thing that swallowed you ceases to exist? Nobody knows. This is called the black hole information paradox, and it represents one of the deepest cracks in our understanding of how reality works. It means that at some level, the universe is doing something with the information of your existence that we do not understand. Something we cannot predict. Something we cannot even fully theorize. You wouldn't just die inside a black hole. You would become a question the universe refuses to answer. In 2019, the Event Horizon Telescope, a network of radio dishes spanning the entire planet, working as one enormous eye, captured the first photograph of a black hole's shadow. It was M87*, a monster at the center of a galaxy 55 million light-years away, with a mass 6.5 billion times that of our Sun. The image was blurry, orange and smeared. And it shook humanity. Because it was real. Not a simulation. Not an artist's rendering. A photograph. That glowing ring around a circle of darkness, that was light that had almost escaped, bending around something so massive it had warped the universe itself to keep it close. And at the center of our own galaxy, the Milky Way, your galaxy, the one your entire civilization exists inside, there is a black hole called Sagittarius A star. It is 4 million times the mass of the Sun. It is 26,000 light-years away. It is close enough that we can watch stars orbit it at millions of miles per hour, slingshot around it, their paths bent and thrown by gravity we will never touch. It has been there the whole time. Patient. Waiting. At the center of home. You want to believe the universe is benevolent. That space is a frontier, a vast and open invitation. And in some ways, it is. The nebulae are real, and they are beautiful. The stars are real, and they are magnificent. The pale blue dot Carl Sagan described is real, and it is fragile, and it is yours. But the black hole does not care. It does not distinguish between a civilization and a rock. It does not slow for curiosity. It does not reward courage. It is a place where the universe reveals its true nature, not hostile, not welcoming. Simply indifferent. Operating at a scale where your existence is not even a rounding error. You fell in beautiful. You were stretched into nothing. You became a paradox that the greatest minds in human history cannot resolve. And in 1 trillion years, when the black hole itself is gone, whatever remained of you will have drifted out as radiation, as faint, dying light, into a universe so old and so cold that no eye remains to see it. The universe was never built for us. We just happen to be alive inside it, long enough to look up, long enough to wonder, long enough to ask what happens if we fall. And now you know. The answer is, everything. And nothing. All at once.